Okay.
Until then,
Okay.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Start the class, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning, students. This is Dilip Kumar, PGT in English from TSRS and Junior College Bandarupally. So we are dealing with the module 2 grammar part. Yesterday we have completed our one of the annotations and one of the short answers. And okay, I had give brief discussion regarding phonetics, phonetic transcription, odd one out, syllabification, and match the following. Up to here we have completed yesterday. So the last word is skewed. The skewed is the word we used for skewed figures. That means biased figures. Oh, sorry. Now the next word is the next thing is the just have a look in this particular matching session and read the following words. What are these people called? Match the words in column A with the correct description in column B. I hope you might have heard these words. First one is guide, second one is mentor, the third one is tutor, the fourth one is counselor, and the fifth one is coach. Okay, right. Just have a look at this one first, guide. Yeah, what do you mean by guide? You might have heard, you might have seen the film Jagadeka Virudu Atilok Sundari. In this movie, in that movie, our leading role, that means protagonist Chiranjeevi, is played the role of guide. What do you mean by guide? Just have a look at in the column B, session, the part C. Someone who shows you the leading and directing. That means he leads us. Okay, and he explains everything for our convenience. That particular person can be called as guide. You might have used this word when you go for tours or something else. Okay. Next, the second one is mentor. What do you mean by mentor? Mentor means the same thing. B, someone who gives good advice based on expertise in a particular field. That means mentor is a person who have immense experience in one or other kind of particular fields. So he gives advice to his followers or to his subordinates. Such person can be called as mentor. Next, the third one is tutor. Yeah, yes, this word actually implies its meaning. You know that one. That tutor means tuition, regarding the person who gives tuition. That means if you go for yeah, someone who teaches you privately, that person, that teacher can be called as tutor. Next, the fourth one is counselor. Uh, this word has become very much famous, very much using in these days because if you go for E, someone who gives advice mostly on psychological issues. Okay, this particular person can be called as counselor. For your kind information, when it comes to the politics or administration purpose, when in major gram panchayatas, that means in municipalities, if you have elected representative for a particular ward, he is also called as counselor. But here, as per the choices are given to us, we need to select one of the answer from them. So the exact answer is someone who gives advice mostly on psychological issues. Next, coach. You know this one. Someone in charge of training a sportsman or a team. It is nothing but a D. Okay, I hope you understand this one. Next, articles. Yeah, articles is the topic which you were dealt by our mentor. As I said, he is the experienced person in our society, Ramana sir, in the previous module. I hope in the module one. In the module one, you have been dealt with articles and I think so parts of speech, isn't it? Yeah, for your kind information, the same thing here. Here we are articles, we are dealing with this, but you have been taught in detail in the module one. In the phonetic transcriptions and the odd one out have been given brief discussion here, but in the sixth module, you have the topic of phonetics and phonetic transcription. And the coming bits, that means after this slide, you might have come across one or two different types of questions. Those topics will be discussed in various modules. So it is overall question pattern you have been given. That's why I'm going through in a brief manner. I hope you understand. Just have a look at these articles because you have already completed this part. Dash dream came true articles. Remember one thing: if you have been asked to fill the blanks with appropriate articles, that means your answer must be a, and, the, or no article. Out of these four options only, you need to fill all these blanks. Okay, you need not go beyond this one. So your answers are either a, and, the, no article. So choose the right one. Out of these four, you might choose the right answer. Uh, Dash dream came true in 2012 when in Dash London Olympics, Saina set a record by becoming the first Indian badminton player to win a medal in Dash Olympics. I hope you have already seen these things, and for a particular, that means particular thing, we need to use the article the. The dream came true in 2012 when in Dash London Olympics. I hope you might have learned that one die is used for international sports events also. So that's why the, but before games, before the particular names of the games, you should not use the. But here, event, sports event, you need to use article the. That means when in the London Olympics, and the same thing. The third one is also in the Olympics. Next, in fact, when Saina was born in 1990, remember one thing: whenever you come across a year, most of the time the preposition is in. Okay, sometimes from. Okay, okay, you are going to deal with these things in prepositions. Her grandmother refused to look at her for dash month. That means for a month, as she was deeply disappointed that the second female child had been born. In Dash country where cricket players are deified and achievements of other sports person in other fields largely ignored, Saina Nehwal carved Dash niche for herself in badminton. I have told you that in a country, that because it is not we are mentioning any particular country. So that's why it is uh, indefinite article you should use. So definite article is the indefinite article a and an. So in the indefinite article, why, where should we use a, where should you use and has been taught you, I think so. So if the following word starts with the vowel sound, I told you in the phonetic transcription, a to aha, it is should be preceded by an. If it is pronounced with consonant sound, it should be preceded by a. That's why country, ka is consonant sound, so it should be preceded by a. In a country, so carved dash niche, I have told you it is particular phrase carved niche. What do you mean by carved niche? Carved niche, that means attain some position by doing so much hard work and achieve such kind of great position. So in Saina Nehwal carved a niche for herself in badminton. Carved niche. Okay. Actually, for your kind information, what do you mean by karu? Karu means in particular తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే చెక్కడం ఓకే. సో అంటే ఆమె ఆ స్థానాన్ని చెక్కుకున్నది అన్నట్టు, ఆ స్థానంలోకి వెళ్ళిందని అని అర్థం. ఓకే, కావునిష్. As I told you earlier, in this after this particular class, the I think in the next class, that means on Monday or Tuesday, you are going to deal with the remaining part, that means poem, the Royal Tops of Golconda. After that one, you have the entire class of preposition. So here we are going to deal with some brief discussion here. She was introduced to dash karate dash at tender age, but she abandoned it when she was told that as a part to dash the training, the instructor would run a motorbike dasher. It is all the things you need to fill it with prepositions. For your kind information, I am going to give you one more clue here. After preposition, whenever this thing in the parts of speech, you are going, it is going to help for you. In the parts of speech, if you have been asked to find out the parts of speech of the underlined words, whenever you think after preposition, most of the times the following word is either a noun or pronoun. For actually, I like to give you. She was introduced. The particular preposition comes here is she was introduced to karate. To is preposition. After to, to is a preposition. What I told you, after preposition, the following word must be a noun or pronoun. Karate is a no. That's all. Okay. At a tender age, but she abandoned it when she was told that as a part of the training. Okay. After the training, you might think training is verb form. It is verb. No, the V4 form of noun can be called as gerund form. It is also a noun. The instructor would run a motorbike. Here there are two options are there: on her, over her. Actually, this particular blank can have the preposition either are, on, either on or over. So it takes over her. Okay. Next, the dream came true dash 2012. I told you that in the particular years, in the past or future, most of the times the preposition is in. Right? In 2012, when dash London Olympics, I told you that particular sports events, that's why the is used in the articles. Here the preposition again is in the London Olympics. Saina set a record dash becoming the first Indian player to win a medal dash the Olympics. Same in the Olympics, set a record by becoming. What is the preposition? It is by. So if you in the parts of speech, if you asked by is a word belongs to which category? Prepositions category. Okay, remember that one. Next, I train dash 8 hours a day, so I can play that 1 hour dash a tournament dash my peak ability. So I train for 8 hours. For 8 hours a day, so I can play that 1 hour dash a tournament in a tournament dash my peak ability at my peak ability. So there is no hard and fast rule why it comes here, why something else might not come. So there is no hard and fast rules because it is not a mathematics, it is not a science, it is the language. So we need to, because as per the demand, sometimes we change the prepositions also. So I hope, sorry, it is the language. So we need to keep up with that one. That's all. Next, verbs. So, for your kind information, what do you mean by verbs? Verb means nothing but tenses here. So, you know, tenses is a how much big topic it is. So, in order to make you understand, it takes 3 to 4 classes. It is required. But here, just have a look at this one. Fill in the blanks with suitable forms of verbs in brackets. Verb form means nothing but tenses. You might have been taught tenses from your sixth to seventh standards. From sixth to seventh standards till now, you have the topic of verb forms. So just have a look at this one. The sleepy girl dash 2 bags with her. Bharat Petroleum dash her a job when she dash just 14. In 1998, the family dashed to Hyderabad. In 2013, Saina dashed many matches. Once she dashed that aim, she dashed her efforts to play like a world-class champion. That from C and D, you can come to know this particular sentence belongs to past tense because the year mentions over there implies that the sentence belongs to past tense. For your kind information, the entire part is in the past tense. How can I say? Because we have learnt all those things in the lesson also. It is discussed in the form of past tense. So whatever the happened events have been given. So all those are the past tense activities. So in the past tense, you know which kind of verb we need to use. In the active voice form, we need to use V2 form. If it is in the passive voice form, we need to was or verb plus V3 form. So for your kind information, I am using V2 form because it requires that one. The sleepy girl dash carry 2 bags with her. That means what is the V2 form? Verb 2 form of carry? Carried, right. Bharat Petroleum dash her a job. Bharat Petroleum offered her a job when she dashed B just 14. Yeah. We need to discuss somewhat elaborate here. What do you mean by B forms? B forms are the state verbs. That means it represents our state, our current position. If the sentence belongs to present tense, what are the B forms? Am, is, are. B forms are nothing but am, is, are if the sentence is present tense. If the sentence is past tense, what are the B forms? Was, are, were. So I told you that it is the entire questions have been taken in the have been discussed in the past tense form. That's why what are the B forms? Was, are, were. So singular noun. She is singular noun. We need to use the verb. She was 14. In 1998, the family is a singular noun. Even though it consists of so many people, it is the singular noun because it is a collective noun. So the family shifted to Hyderabad. In 2009, Saina lost many matches. Once she achieved, that means achieved that aim, she dash redouble. That means V2 form of redoubled our efforts. Okay, it is the class. Actually, we have to complete that particular session in the yesterday, but we have completed today. So now the remaining part I am going to teach with you. Just have a look. Today's the remaining part. Right. This is the particular part you are going to be asked in our IPE, and that means Intermediate Public Examination. In this particular bit, you might have 6 to 7 questions. Out of them, you need to write as they directed. So in this particular part, you will be given active, passive, direct, indirect speech, question tags, and degrees of comparison. I hope each topic will be discussed in detail by various lecturers in other modules. But your convenience, what are the questions you are going to face in the examinations for your in order to make in order to have first-hand information regarding the question pattern, it has been given over here. So no problem. Right. What is the first one? The sleepy girl carried 2 bags. Change the verb into passive voice. Right. That means it is active voice. So that's why he is asking passive voice. Right. First of all, what do you mean by active voice and passive voice? Right. Remember these things. These are the basic things I am going to tell you. That's all. Right. If the time permits, if the same syllabus as if it is assigned by if it is assigned to me, I'm going to give you the in detail information in the following classes. Okay. Nothing, no problem. And right. What do you mean by active voice and passive voice? Active voice means if a sentence gives the priority to the doer of the action, it is the sentence can be called as active voice. What do you mean by passive voice? If the sentence gives the priority to the receiver of the action, it can be called as passive voice. For your easy understanding, I am going to tell you one thing. Just write down. I gave chocolates to Radha. Don't ask who is Radha. I'm using that simple word, that's all. I gave chocolates to Radha. What is the verb here? Give. In the sentence, I gave chocolates to Radha, the sentence gives priority. That means who comes in the beginning of the sentence? The doer of the action. That means I. If I would like to give the priority to the receiver of the action, that means I bring Radha in the beginning of the sentence. So Radha was given chocolates by me. So if that means if you give the priority to the receiver doer of the action, it is active voice. If you give the priority to the receiver of the action, it is passive. For your easy understanding, I am going to give one more example. That's all. Right. Most of you know that one. Whenever we start the active voice passive voice classes, every teacher gives one example in your school days. Rama killed Ravana. Rama killed Ravana. Right. Who is the doer of the action? Rama. Who is the receiver of the action? Ravana. So if you give the priority to the Rama killed Ravana, so it is acceptable. Okay. Next, the same sentence, the same news has been heard by the people of Sri Lanka. Sri Lankan people says Our Ravana was killed by Rama. The same sentence. That means the meaning is same, but they give the priority to the Ravana because the Ravana belongs to them. So that's why they have initiated the sentence by Ravana. But Ravana didn't kill Rama. He was killed by Rama. Ravana was killed by Rama. So I hope you understand why the importance change, why the importance shifts, the importance of the doer of the action, receiver of the action shifts as per our convenience. I hope you understand by this example. Okay, right. The sleepy girl carried two bags, changed the verb into passive. That means the the questionnaire asking us to change the passive voice. The two bags were carried by the sleepy girl. It is the answer. She was offered a job by Bharat Petroleum. It is in the past voice. How can I come to know it is past voice? The verb form by having a look at the verb form. Was plus V3. Remember one thing. Any verb, if it is in the V3 form, if it is preceded by any kind of helping verb, it is past voice form. Was offered a job by Bharat Petroleum. So here we have been asking that it changes into the activities. So Bharat Petroleum offered her a job. That's all. Next. It is the direct indirect speech. For your convenience, I am going to give you 1 or 2 minutes of introduction part. The girl said, I will work very hard. Right? Remember one thing, the first part can be called as reporting speech. The second part, that means which is in the uh, in between the inverted commas, can be called as reported speech. So how the sentence modifies is purely depends on the reporting speech. That means the first part, which verb it contains, based on that one, the remaining sentence will be changed in the direct indirect speech. So what is the answer is the girl said that she would work very hard. That's all. So you are going to learn in detail in the coming classes. Next, the Padma Shri is one of the most prestigious civilian awards in India. Right. Remember one thing here. This particular thing is belongs to degrees of comparison. How can I come to know it is belongs to degrees of comparison? Remember one thing. One girl is there. She is beautiful. Her sister is there. She is more beautiful. Her youngest sister is there. She is most beautiful flower in the when compares because woman represents beauty in the world, in the literature also. So beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. So beautiful is an adjective form. More beautiful and most beautiful are comparative form of more beautiful is comparative adjective. Most beautiful is superlative adjective. That means remember one thing, comparative forms are used for adjectives, and one more thing is adverbs. For your kind information, I'm asking you one thing. After more or most, whatever the word comes, either it belongs to, in the parts of speech, either it belongs to adjective or adverb. I hope you understand. If you have been asked some word in the parts of speech, the word is underlined, but it is preceded by more or most. So the underlined verb might be adjective or adverb. Why? Because this more or most, it is okay. I might tell you every rule, but it might have some exceptions. But most of the times, after more or most, it might have it might be adjective or adverb because the degrees of comparison, this particular topic deals with the adjectives or adverbs. So, okay, let it go. The Padma Shri is one of the most prestigious civilian awards in the India. So, it is one of the degrees of comparison. It is the superlative degree because the sentence contains most. So, if the questionnaire asking as us to convert it into the comparative degree. So the answer is the Padma Shri is more prestigious than many other awards in India. So okay, you will get the detailed discussion in the following classes. China never received several awards. Add a question tag. You know that one. It is doesn't have any kind of helping verbs or something else. That's why you need to take the main verb received V2 form. That's why we need to use the helping verb did. So it is not a negative sentences. So we need to have the add not didn't China never. So we need to convert it into the pronoun form didn't she. Answer. Setbacks are a part of life. The answer is aren't. The question text is also will be discussed by you, will be discussed by another lecturer in detail. Okay. Next, it is the correction of sentence. For your kind information, what do you mean by correction of sentences? You will be given these 6 sentences. Out of them, you need to write the same sentence by correcting the mistakes. Where the mistake is also has been underlined. So it is very easy for you uh, to rewrite the sentence. Remember one thing. First, have a look at. One of my friend told me about the accidents. So where is the mistake? You have been given that. So the mistake is under uh, friend. So what you need to do is you need to write the same sentence by correcting the mistakes. What is the mistake there? I told you in the yesterday class itself. After one of, there must be a plural noun. That's why one of my friend is wrong. What is the right thing? One of my friends. One of my friend answer is one of my friends told me about the accident. So you need to rewrite the entire sentence by correcting the particular word. After correcting the sentence, you need not to underline the again the sentence. Okay. So remember that one. So just you need to write the entire sentence after making the correction to the particular part. David's father was expired last night. So, for your kind information, if you that means if you are talking about the birth, it should be passive because we can't get the birth by ourselves. We always passive. Okay. So when it comes to the birth, the passive sentence should be used. When it comes to the death, if he dies himself, it is active. And if somebody kills, it might be in the active forms, it might be in the passive form. It doesn't matter. So here the answer is David's father expired last night. You should remove, you should omit the word was. You can't depend with his promise. So this is the problem in the preposition. Depend is a word should use the preposition on, so not with. So you can't depend on his promise. There is not any substitute for hard work. The mistake is not any, so it should be replaced with nothing. There is nothing substitute for hard work. Next, he plays football good. Remember one thing. Good is adjective form. Good is adjective form. So here we need adverb form. What is the adverb form of good is well. I hope you understand this one. He plays football well. The exact answer is he plays football well. Good and well gives the same meaning. In Telugu లోపల మంచిగా బాగు మంచి. But good is adjective form in English. Well is adverb form. So here it requires the adverb form. So good is adjective form. We need to replace it with a proper adverb form. The answer is well. He plays football well. Tendulkar is better than any cricketer in India. So it is incomplete. Tendulkar is better than any other cricketer in India. Okay. So it is the correction of sentence. For your convenience, I am telling once again, the correction of sentence is a very easy bit. That means you can easily get the full marks. You need to do, you need to rewrite the sentence, entire sentence by correcting the single part where the mistake is also mentioned in the question paper itself. So you need to make it right the underlined word. That's all. So the everything the remaining part is you need to write as usual. Right. This is missing letters. It is very easy. First one is achieve. Second one is special. Third one is laurels. I told you that laurels means bring name and fame. Okay, glory. Fourth one is popular. Fifth one is, tell me, circuit, international circuit. She entered into the international circuit and చెప్పేసి. Next, sixth one is prestigious. Next, eighth, actually it missed seventh one. Okay, no problem. Eighth one is tournament, TOU. Okay. Next, what do you mean by ninth? Just tell me. Right, it is defeat or defect. Defect is also right thing. So whatever you write, you will be awarded the marks. But in the sentence, in the particular lesson, it all deals with the victories and the defeats. So it is, the answer is defeat. Defect is also right. 10th one is right, encourage. Her mother Usharani encouraged her girl. Right. Next, what is this one? Identify the silent consonants in the following words. Silent letters. It first one is wrote. So what is the silent word? Right. You need to write what is the silent word by giving hyphenated comma W. You need to mention W. That's all. Next, what is the second one? Often. So what is the silent word? T. Next, what is the third one? Would. So we are not pronouncing the particular letter L. That's why the silent letter is L. Next, fourth one, daughter. So GH is the silent letters. That means silent letters might be single or more. GH. Next, brown. The silent letter is W. Next, sixth one, first. So what is the silent letter? R. Next, seventh one, 8. The same thing. GH is the silent letters. Follow. What is the silent letter here? Follow. W is the silent letter. Next, ninth one, hour. So what is the silent letter here? H. Next, 10th one, what is the silent letter here? Pionent. Pionent. Silent letter is G. Okay, right. Now, yeah, you might have learned name the parts of speech of the underlined words. Right, on every occasion, she readily acknowledged that these accomplishments would not have been possible without tremendous support, encouragement, and she received from her parents. So no problem, but it is very, very easy. It is very, very easy part. Just have a, that means there is no particular hard and fast rule. Just have a look at the underlined words. Just write down what is the preparation. What is the parts of speech it belongs to. On, right. Your answer must be from 8 words. That means either it might be a noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So what is the on, right? Preposition. Next, she, right? Pronoun. Next, what is the acknowledges? Remember one thing, for your kind information, I am giving you simple clue. Okay, I know that one you have been taught everything. If any word ends with yes, it might be, most of the times, it might be a noun or it might be a verb form. In the verb form, V1 SRES, simple present tense, you use V1 SRES. That means any word under ends with yes, it might be a noun or V1 SRES form. Right, tell me, acknowledges means here V1 SRES form, that means verb, that's all. Next, accomplishments, again it comes this one. The word ends with S, so it is either noun or V1 SRES. So accomplishments means achievements, so it is noun form. Next, it would not have been possible. Remember one thing, for your kind information, any word ends with right, would not have been possible. It is possible means adjective. ABLE, ABLE. If anything ends with ABLE, able something else, and FUL, full, So the particular words might be adjectives. Next, tremendous support. Support is a noun, so it describes a noun. Tremendous is also adjective. Encouragement. Encouragement is noun form. Received. It is obviously verb form. Next, from. From is preposition, right? Right. Fun with punctuation, and it is very, very. Uh, this one. It is very much importance using the punctuation marks. So what are you doing? I am ironing Leela. That means somebody asks. Who asks? Leela asks you, what are you doing? She tells, I am ironing. What's she ironing? That means any clothes. Leela నేను ఐరన్ చేస్తున్నాను అని అర్థం. రిమూవ్ ద కామా బిఫోర్ లీలా అండ్ సి. ఒకసారి ఆ కామా తీసేయండి. వాట్ ఆర్ యూ డూయింగ్? ఐ ఆమ్ ఐరనింగ్ లీలా. షీఈ్ ఐరనింగ్ లీలా మీన్స్ it the meaning is quite different. So this particular part deals with punctuation marks and capital letters wherever necessary. Just to go through, it takes it as your homework, and write whenever Gopichand and her coach. So capital letters, commas, inverted commas. So whatever the required parts are there, and I think it was dealt by previous in the mud. Oh, no. For the second year, it might be. So just in the second year, you might have this particular part. So just have a look at this punctuation. Take it as an exercise. Next, information transfer. It is also, it will not be also asked by you in the examination, but take it as your project work. And that means what are the tournaments completed that spot. Super Series tournament, she won that one in the 2008 World Badminton Championship, and Commonwealth in 2010 something else, and fifth one in 2012 London Olympics. She got bronze medal. So in 2015 she has been ranked by World Badminton Federation. So just fill in the blanks, fill in the particular part by using your textbook. Next, the particular thing is reading comprehensions, right? There are two reading comprehension passages have been given to you. For your kind information, I'm going to tell you here one thing. In the part B, part B session, after completion of answers in the question paper format, after completion of annotations, after you writing annotations, question answers, there is a particular part B. Under this particular part, you will be given two passages. In these two passages, one is seen passage, one is unseen passage. What do you mean by seen passage? What do you mean by unseen passage? Mean one passage will be given from your textbook context. That means out of some of the lessons, you will be given one passage and ask you one to six questions. That means okay, it might be five or six questions. You need to write any four right. So you will definitely get those 4 marks. And unseen passage means they give one passage from various other sources. So you need to go through the passage carefully, and you need to understand the passage on your own itself. And after that, there will be given questions based on that passage itself. You need to find out the answers from the passage itself. So it is reading comprehension. I think in your SSC also you have this particular bit. So nothing new to this one, but remember here, either whatever might be the passage, out of four, I can say that you can find out three question of answers from passage directly. The remaining one or two, you need to have some more kind of information regarding the synonyms and antonyms, something. So by doing so, if you have good vocabulary with that one, you can definitely get the full score. So it is also go through your reading comprehension, because it is not that much of easy for us to complete this one. So just have a glimpse over the questions and try to answer on your own. So in this particular passage, you have been given the some kind of information regarding the Mary Kom. Mary Kom is nothing but she is none other than a famous boxing champion, world, so Indian boxer. And the last part, 60 page. So the place demands much PPTs, so I couldn't make it out. So it is a dialogue between a teacher and student. The student is dejected about his performance in the examination. The teacher gives advice and motivates. What do you mean by deject? Dejection means sorrow, felt very grief. So it is a very much informative sharing and dialogue writing over there. So just have a look at them. And I think you might not be asked about the dialogue writing in your examination, but just have a glimpse over that one. So with this one, we complete the in the entire in the module two, first part. The following part will be dealt by my another counterpart, V. Raju sir from he is from Enkuru. That means on Monday, the Royal Terms of Golconda, the remaining grammar part. I hope this is the Dilip Kumar, PGT in English, TSRS and Junior College Bandarupally. So whatever the part I have been given is the up to here I think I have completed. So if you find any kind of difficulty, whatever in the, whatever thing we have discussed, don't feel embarrassed to meet your lecturers, because the first years you are the first years. Try to get into touch with your concerned lecturers and make utilize them. And when you when you come to the college, and I think within 1 month I think I am also not sure, because no one is sure. I am also not sure when the colleges reopen. Once the college reopen, the remaining part will be discussed in detail. So I hope you have all enjoyed the part. um, thank you one and all. One more my appeal to all the students. Most of the students I have seen that they are chatting in the comment box. It is not good for you, because in there is a lot of work has been put in from the society, from the head office. There are so many technicians working tirelessly in order to reach out to you. So I hope you make utilize this golden opportunity and try to pay utmost attention. We know that one, by using the gadget, it is not that much of easy for us. It might be so much strain on your eyes and so much strain on your brain, nerves. Okay, but the time demands uh, your attention. So I hope, thank you. You understand? Thank you, one and all. Thank you for society for giving this golden opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.